Hi, we are James and Stuart, and we are travelling to the town of Tanabe, south of Osaka, having caught the Shinkansen down from Tokyo. Tanabe will be our starting point for a 4-day trip along the Kumano Kodo. So we're at the Hotel Eltier in Tanabe the night before we start our walk of the Kumano Kodo. Okay, well I guess this is where we're having dinner because it says welcome. I didn't feel I could film much here, but we had a great dinner with some friendly locals.
Yeah, I hope it goes well.
This is the Eltier Hotel here in Tanabe. The Eltier Hotel is only about 200 metres from the railway station, where we will catch a bus that takes us to Takijiri, the start of the walk. Good morning. So here we are at Tanabe, and we're standing outside the Tourist Information Bureau, which doesn't open till 9 a.m. So if you need any information from them, get it the night before. So we dropped in when we arrived last night or yesterday afternoon at 4 p.m. We've just handed over our luggage to the luggage transfer service. Very easy. They had all of our destinations over the next 3 days on a tag, so they check that with you and then apply it to your luggage. And then hopefully we'll see our luggage this afternoon at our first accommodations. So
I'm sure it'll be fine.
It should work
they were very organised.
Yeah. So next to the tourist bureau there's a 7-Eleven, and so that's a good place to stock up and get, you know, your rice triangles or certainly water and umbrellas if you need it. So the forecast today is for rain, so it's a bit daunting. But we'll do our best. There's the 7-Eleven. That guy in the yellow shorts was the guy who took our luggage. So today we're going to try to walk to Chikatsuyu, which it says is a 6 to 8 hour walk from the sort of unofficial start of the trail. But there's an opt-out point about 2 hours in. We'll see how we go. We'll see. Basically, it's rain dependent.
After today, the rain isn't forecast to be too bad, so this is kind of like the key day for us, yes, where we might get washed out. We've
basically decided to wear our gym gear, just essentially light gym clothes and gym shorts.
It'll all just dry off.
It's very hot and humid here. So it's the 14th of July, so height of summer, and we've just come off a 12-day cruise, so we're carrying some extra baggage as well around the middle. Every time I had an extra cake, I'd say, it's all right, I'm going to do the Kumano Kodo. Okay, we've made it through the first step. We've got the bus from Tanabe to Takijiri. We can see the Kumano Kodo Information Centre, which is the start of the trail. It was 970 yen from Tanabe to the Takijiri stop. Not raining yet. We'll see how it goes.
James, this looks so steep.
You've
seen the hills.
It's very steep. Kumano Kodo. A few shops to get you on your way. Okay, a quick pit stop in the tourist centre, and Stuart's bought a walking pole.
Hey!
I'm going to rely on my $6 umbrella. We'll see how far I get.
We'll see which one is more effective.
Yes. We cross the road, and here's the start of the path. Now, and here is our first stamp. Okay, first stamp on the Kumano Kodo. Bit of a shrine, but I believe this is the start of the walk over here. Today we're walking from Takijiri to Chikatsuyu, a distance of 13.3 kilometres. There is over 1,000 metres of elevation gain and about 500 metres of descent, with the first kilometre being the steepest. Up we go. And just for the record, we started the hike at 9:35 a.m. So I believe we're coming up to the first well-known landmark, the Test of Faith. I don't know. It looks like there's a little bit of a path up and over the top, but you can crawl through the cave and squeeze out the other side.
You do the cave, James?
We've elected to do the path.
Oh no, you can do the cave.
Our first wildlife, some sort of dung beetle. And the question, of course, is What sort of dung is it?
So far we've been walking up the ridgeline.
Yeah, about 45 minutes so far. And according to a sign back there, we've done, we've probably done about 0.8 of a K now, of the 4K to just the next little town.
Yeah.
The 4K of our 14K day. We'll see how we go. So it looks like there's the easy way and the hard way, but we're going to give it a shot. There we go. Viewing point at the top of the hill. So there's a little zigzag point. Okay, so I found this little shrine here, just as the rain's starting. It's not too heavy.
Not too heavy yet.
It's okay. We'll see how we go. Okay, approaching the end of the first section. 100 metres to go. The rain's coming down. It's not too bad. It's quite comfortable. We've got our umbrellas and we're coping okay. Right, so yes, this is the little village. I forget the name now. Okay, so there's a little gallery and rest point here. Okay, so after a brief refreshment stop, we've committed. We've decided to go all the way to Chikatsuyu.
In the rain.
In the rain. It's a 3 to 3.5 hour hike, probably twice the distance that we've already done, but not as steep. We've done the steepest bit, but we're only about a third of the way there in terms of distance. But we've only been going an hour and a half. It took us less than 2 hours to do that sector, where the advice is that it takes 2 to 3 hours. So we're not going terribly fast, but we're not carrying packs, big packs. We're just carrying day packs. So that would make a difference. So there is the path, and we'll follow that path till we get to Chikatsuyu. Okay, so we found a little shelter here. We're only about 20 minutes along the road to Chikatsuyu, or the path to Chikatsuyu. But we thought we'd stop under the shelter and have our lunch, which is essentially one of those rice triangles. Mine's tuna and mayo, so it probably wouldn't last too much longer.
Well, you say rice triangle, I say seaweed triangle. It's like a seaweed triangle.
Yeah, it's rice wrapped in seaweed.
Yep.
So there's a strange little dwelling here, or shelter, not quite sure what it is. So the rain's actually stopped. It rained pretty heavily there for 20 minutes, and so we took shelter under someone's lean-to stable. But then it eased off, and let's just hope it's not going to be too heavy for the next 2.5 hours. Not going to take too much camera work, because basically we've got the cameras in Ziploc bags and watertight bags, and it's a bit of a process getting them in and out. And through the mists we find another little shrine. We've done another stamp. There's a stamp in there. We just stamped our passports.
That's the Kumano Kodo trail passport, not our actual passport.
No, we didn't stamp our Australian passports. Well, we've made it to a rest stop. It's a rest stop. It's also a bus stop, but the bus doesn't come for about 30 or 40 minutes. It's been raining pretty much constantly with varying intensity. The path is getting slipperier and slipperier, and our legs are getting more and more tired. We're only about 1.5 kilometres, I think, from Chikatsuyu and our accommodation. So the question is, do we rejoin the path and walk for 30 minutes or so? 30 to 40 minutes in the rain, someone's not so sure. Or do we sit here, damp, and wait for a bus which may or may not come on time?
Or do we find a way to get a taxi?
Well, Stuart said get a taxi, but I
know, that feels kind of cheating.
I don't want to get a taxi. 1.5 kilometres from the... and I've not seen any taxis up here. But it's been a really good day.
It has.
It's been a great day. I'm glad we committed to it. About 10 minutes out of the last stop, Takahara, it really started raining. But we found a little shed to rest in, and it only lasted about 20 minutes, that heavy rain. A godsend are these umbrellas.
Yeah, definitely get the big clear umbrellas.
Big clear umbrellas. Don't get the ones that fold down in half, whatever. The big clear umbrellas give you a nice canopy, and it keeps your backpack dry as well. And they've made it quite doable.
Yep.
Without the umbrellas, I don't think I would have coped. Yeah. And we were fortunate that we started the day with one, and found another one that had been left behind in one of the rest areas. So we
somebody donated it.
yes, well we donated or left it behind. So we've been using 2 of these big clear umbrellas, which cost $5. So $5 well spent. We've been wearing very light clothes, basically our gym clothes, which has been a good choice because they just dry so quickly. But my shoes are pretty sodden now.
Yeah.
My shoes and my feet are wet. And Stuart says he thinks he's got blisters.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll just see how this rain goes, and then we'll make a decision about either bus or walk the last 1.5k. Okay, so the decision was made to keep walking. And so we did, and we've walked another, only 20 minutes, half an hour. And now we can see Chikatsuyu, the metropolis of Chikatsuyu, stretching out before us. Wow, what a sense of achievement. It is 3:45. 3:45. So I think, what did I say? We left at about 9:35, I think. So 6 hours, 10 minutes. 6 hours, 10 minutes, which is within expectations. They say 6 to 8 hours to do the Takijiri to Chikatsuyu walk. And ours was pretty slow trek given the rain. Lots of people going past us that were younger and fitter and more steady on their feet.
From this point, it was another 20 minutes to walk through the town of Chikatsuyu and find our accommodation at Sen Retreat.
Okay, so we are in our accommodations at Chikatsuyu. We're at Sen Retreat Chikatsuyu, which is a series of converted shipping containers. We have a single shipping container. It's very efficient. It's probably the best way to describe it. Pretty tight, but there's 2 single beds. There's a little kitchenette here behind me, and there is a bathroom. There's a bathroom with a lovely shower. Very nice shower, actually. There we go. There I am. Mirror, basin, and your full-on Japanese toilet. Now, with the full-on Japanese toilet that we just had to use Google Translate with to work out how to flush it. There's the little kitchenette. Stuart is modelling the kimono-style pyjamas that they provided here. Very nice. We've also got a little bento box dinner. There's also, conveniently, a co-op across the road, so I was able to go over and grab some extra supplies. So it's not the standard Kumano Kodo night where you spend the night, in a little old lady's house and she cooks you a 17-course dinner. We opted for modern and efficient, and so we've got the bento box dinner.
Very nice.
That was our accommodations last night. Very comfortable it was too. We didn't get to use the upstairs. This would have been our recreational area had it not been pouring with rain all night. Oh, here comes Stuart now up onto our luxury patio.
Great to use this.
It would have been great, but
Dry night.
it stopped raining an hour ago. It's not going to rain for 8 hours, so we've got this full sunny day and Chikatsuyu is shining. Go up on the bakery. Okay, day 2. Fresh shirts, fresh socks, sunny skies. We've got breakfast included, which is at a local cafe, so we're heading there first. And then we're going to do 2 separate sort of 7-kilometre stretches of the path today to try and fit in some of the highlights today, because it looks like the rest of the week's going to be a real washout. There's a typhoon off the coast, which is going to bring even more rain across. So let's make the most of today. It's spectacular.
Beautiful blue
It's
skies.
spectacular compared to yesterday.
Sunny.
Yeah.
It's great.
Today we plan to walk from Chikatsuyu to the Kobiro-oji, where we will take a bus to Hosshinmon-oji and from there walk the sector to Hongu, a total of 14 kilometres.
Okay, we think this is our breakfast venue. Should be called Hashiori Jaya. There we go. Looks good to me. Our breakfast awaits. Leaving Chikatsuyu. Kodo. Sun's out, it's Daggy Hat Day. Well, we've just had breakfast, but that would be handy to know about.
Well, you said this would be an easier day.
Well, it's not that easy.
And look, it's a good workout.
We're 2k in, but it's been about a 45-degree angle up so far.
It has, but on a nice paved path, so that's actually good on the feet. But
sunny day means you just pour sweat.
Yeah, it's like beautiful skies, but it's steamy, so it is like working out the Turkish bath.
Very steamy, but doing well so far.
Yeah, really good.
Started an hour and a half earlier today than we did yesterday, but because all the villages are in the valleys, the first thing you do, of course, is climb up to a ridgeline. Lots of good walking along these forest roads. So as soon as you get out of the sun, you get a lovely cool breeze that comes through the trees. It's actually beautiful today.
Yeah.
Such a big difference from yesterday. If we go up. Okay, so here is an oji, and we'd like to get a stamp, but I suspect you need to climb up to get it. Oh no, you don't. There's the little stamp boxes at the bottom of the steps.
Big Tory gate, beautiful sign.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Some steps.
Almost every Kumano Kodo video I watched, researching, everyone came to this point and they thought, oh, I don't know, I've done enough climbing. But the thing is, the stamp box is over here. You don't need to climb up to get your stamp. Alright, so we didn't film any of these yesterday. We got 7 stamps, but we didn't film them. So there's our 7 stamps.
Otherwise known as the 7 seals.
So we pull out the stamp.
Yep.
The stamp pad. Hopefully these ones are okay.
Yep.
Do this one first.
So this is the seal of Kobiro-oji.
It's pretty faint, that one, but it'll do.
Okay, show us the stamp.
That's the stamp that I just stamped.
Okay, I can see that. One booklet for us each. If we get all the stamps, and then we do the sister trail in Spain, we will get a certificate.
There we go.
Oh, well done.
Well done. Thank you. So we are at the Kobiro-oji resting place. Slight glitch in the plans. We were going to get a bus from just down the road here, and we think we've missed it by about 6 minutes. We met some people coming up from the bus stop who'd arrived on the bus. That's okay, there's another bus, although it's not for an hour and 40, but we think we've got a little loop track we can do, and we can go and collect a couple of stamps that we missed on the way, or one that we didn't quite get to. So that's fine.
That's a win. It's a win.
It's a win. We started the day an hour earlier than yesterday. It's only 9:50.
Yeah.
Well, it's 10 a.m. now, so...
That's right, the early start buys us a rest and we get a couple more stamps.
Yes, we've barely begun. Okay. It's been a well-maintained shrine. Well, while we wait for the bus, we're having some protein bars which aren't very filling. Sort of like a Twix bar. But it's actually the only food we've got until we find some sort of vending machine or shop.
That's fine, we don't need a lot of
Not that we need food. Anyway, it's about 11 a.m. I think, a bit before 11 a.m. So we're at the bus stop. Slight confusion because initially I went to the one on the other side of the road, But I'm glad I read the sign because that was the wrong side. So at Hosshinmon-oji, Stuart is putting in the stamps after sort of a bus ride here, 2 buses, took about 30 minutes. Oh, that's a good stamp.
There we go.
So we've skipped out a section and we're going to do the highlights from Hosshinmon-oji down to Hongu. Some interesting owl art. Hidden behind the trees. These little markers that appear along the trail. There's a marker every 500 metres. So if you're going from marker 65 to marker 75, you know that you're going 5 kilometres. This is Mitsunomi-oji. So the trail takes us up. We're getting there.
Ooh, sure is warm.
Steps up to the panorama.
That was
We've got our next stamp to put in, Fushigami-oji. Okay, let's land over this bridge. Takes us over the road.
One of the highlights of this section of the walk is the view down to the giant Otori in Hongu.
And so we've emerged in Hongu. So a few things to see here, and then we'll get the bus to our accommodations. And that's where the trail emerges from the forest after about a 6 or 7k walk through the lovely Japanese forest. So we just gave ourselves another stamp in the book as we approach yet another torii gate. Fantastic. What a sight. So the Kumano Kodo, the trail, sort of ends up at this shrine that we've just been walking through. You sort of end up at the rear of it and you walk through the rear. So it's kind of strange a bit.
But if you come from the other direction, I assume from the town,
then you're
passing through the big
you'll come up through the stairs.
torii gate.
And there it is, the biggest torii gate in the world. It's even better once you've got the sky behind it. Beautiful sea of rice waving in the wind. And I think this will be our last stamp for today. There we go, right here on the river side. Just swing around there, you can see the river flowing through there. Well, we have made it to our accommodations, which is at Kawayu Onsen. And we have a Western room here, once again, because I wanted a mattress. Stuart is making himself comfortable in his kimono. There he is down there. Ta-da! Pretty basic room. Fascinating looking hotel. Lots to explore. There is an indoor onsen, which is male and female, gender separated. But there's also an outdoor onsen, which is essentially, I think, beside the river or in the river where the natural spring waters flow. But our room also includes a hot tub on the balcony, which is very private. And Stuart's already poached himself in there for 5 or 10 minutes. Highly sulphurous. He smells like sulphured eggs now.
That's all part of the attraction, James.
It's all part of the deal.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, the attraction of you, or the attraction of the process?
The attraction of the process.
Attraction of the
You're
process.
meant to appreciate the sulphur smell.
Yeah.
Now,
Anyway, we clocked up another 30,000 steps today. Different sort of day today. Hotter because of the sun was out, but the walk we took wasn't as aggressive. Not as much ups and downs, but just as long. Okay? So we made it through to Hongu and saw the shrines and the Victoria Gate. So now a lovely night relaxing here at Kawayu Onsen, and we'll have to decide what to do tomorrow because we believe the weather is closing in again. I should add that we've been using a luggage service, so our luggage is sent ahead of us every day. We leave it out in the morning and it's here when we get to our accommodation each night, which is very useful. So all we need to take during the day is, water bottles and hats and sunglasses. So this is our included dinner at tonight's accommodation. It's a shabu hot pot night, so you can just grab what you want, different broths, and it comes with a sashimi entree, or appetizer I should say for the Americans. And we're sizzling some beef, and with a view of the onsen out the window. We booked our accommodation, meals and luggage transfer services directly via the Kumano Travel website. The website is a little clunky, but you get to choose your accommodation and meal preferences. It took them 2 months to confirm our booking, and we got our confirmation about a month before the start of our walk. The total price came in at about half what the commercial tour companies will charge to make the same bookings on your behalf. After we got our confirmation, we also bought a guidebook and maps directly from Kumano Travel as well, and they were posted to us. It was a very easy process. In our next video, our plans are disrupted somewhat by the weather, but we continue on to see the Kumano shrines at Shingu and Nachi.